Welcome back from the break, and welcome to the new episode, part 2 of this one, for those that were not lucky enough to get the full thing. So we are back to where we last left off, with Aram opening the door to a blood-soaked world and a large claw landing in front of the tavern as it shakes everything. Just
that was a good shake.
Good with sound effects.
You are.
So what do you want to do here?
Well, we're underground.
Well, what kind of a claw is it?
It is. Let me double check it. So it's not okay. My misunderstanding. It's not a claw. It's more ape-like, but just giant. As it comes down with fur all around it, but also like specks of almost like scales along the arm. As its whole arm just kind of blocks your view of the street. It's almost like a pillar in front of the door.
Can I try to identify what sort of a creature it is? Not like what creatures, but like what kind of a creature it is?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
What sort of a check do I roll?
That would be. Let me check what it is.
Survival, Arcana.
I will say survival.
28.
28.
Wow.
All right, so you know that this is. Wording. Where? So you know that it's not a monstrosity, but it is eldritch in some way, but also infernal.
Oh.
I don't like that combination of things.
No.
Specifically infernal, not abyssal or other underworld fiend things.
Infernal bad.
That bad, but at the same time, infernal is easier to figure out than abyssal. Abyssal is chaos. Infernal is lawful.
True.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, abyssal.
Abyssal. Okay, that's way worse.
Okay, well. Frick.
This is a demon. Devils, you can at least figure out what their intentions are. Demons, you can just safely assume that they want to destroy everything in some method.
Yeah.
At that moment, as a hand kind of hits the ground, you just hear on the pavement just, and then a large, as something hits this creature, and its body hits the ground, shaking once again. Then you hear just a quick, as you see just kind of blood splatter from this creature.
People are fighting back.
Is it dead?
No, it's not dead, but it is like it has hit the ground, and you're able to see it's kind of like its face for a moment as you see this large underbite. As you can tell that this creature is way larger. It is gargantuan, one would say.
That is scary. Okay.
As you see like an underbite with rows of teeth going all the way like the back of its head.
That's not normal. Nor healthy, I don't think. It'd be
No,
hard
I
to
don't
brush your
think
teeth.
so.
Those are some dirty teeth.
Can I use Tasha's optional features?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to expend the use of my wild shape in order to summon a little fey familiar. And I'm going to immediately send it down to get the others.
Alright. As you see this little like sprite fairy kind of come down the tavern. I'm kind of thinking like Tinkerbell.
Knowing
kind of
him, we
light.
probably have seen it before.
Yeah.
You see it, and it's just floating there and kind of like leading towards up the stairs after hearing the.
I
Her
nod.
name's Fiel, and I take very good care of this particular one.
I'm gonna look at my wife and say, and I'm gonna head out.
All right, you head up.
Head out.
Akron.
I look at Penny and my son. I'm like, stay here. We're gonna take care of this. And I actually forgot to have my HP from the other thing. But yeah, it's fun.
So you head up and you see, just because the door's cracked a little bit, you see that just red light is coming into the tavern. As you continue to hear just these loud yelling sounds, just...
I run outside.
Alright.
That's the
Wesley,
smartest option.
describe to them what they see on top of this creature.
What do I see?
He's talking to Gavin, I think.
Wesley. Describe to them what they see on top of this creature.
We see a 6-foot being with a almost like a lion's mane of like an Indian feathers, almost practically, and it's like a skull figure. He's kind of like he's built of muscle, but it doesn't really look like organic material, and he's just freaking awesome. I guess.
So big lion guy.
Sort of.
Okay.
You see that figure on top, but the kind of mane is horns, like a mane of horns, really.
Oh. That's kind of neat, actually.
It's reminiscent of a tiefling, however, it's more
horns.
demonic
And
than other
huge.
tieflings you've seen.
Yeah.
And
Abyssal
this
tiefling.
person fighting on top, you see they have this large sword soaked in blood. As the blood is just kind of congealing back into the blade as he continues to slash at it. But he's wearing very little armor. You can see tattoos going around his body
Barbarian.
as he's just slashing into it. As
Probably not.
you see kind of in the distance further down, just more these muffled shots hitting into it as you see like a flash down the side.
That's him. That one's him. Well,
I've already charged out.
Now
Are
you
we
charge
rolling
out.
initiative?
Yes, you may roll initiative here.
Okay, it's not terrible.
That's terrible.
8.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
13.
22.
Okay.
Honestly, end of the initiative order is not a bad place for the healer to be.
True.
You need to get hurt before I can fix you. But I would like to point out, you are already hurt. Don't die.
I'm at max hit points because I've used 1 hit die.
And they don't target you for some reason.
That's
because you threw a knife at it!
It was a...
A reaction, dude. Stop.
I have only 1/3 of my Balm of the Summer Court and less than 1/3 of my spell slots left. Don't die.
I have healing spells.
No problem.
All right.
Gosh.
Which one were you rolling for?
I guess that was for Akron. Got my
Alright.
wrong for the other one as well.
Yes.
The
You are two
other
characters?
one.
I told you what you saw. He described it. If I say you describe it, that's you.
That is true. We
I'm gonna have to rethink my backup character.
I might just have to make some stuff up.
17 for the,
All
for
right.
the
The other one.
other realm.
All right. Akron, you are first.
Where is the battle?
That's a good question. Did you run out there?
I'm in the back of everything.
Okay.
I'm still by the window watching.
Alright, non-combat.
Yeah, non-combat. I'm a non-combatant. Leave me alone.
Yeah, he's a healer. You're not supposed to attack the healers in combat. That's like a
Got
war
it.
crime, isn't it?
It actually is a war crime to target medics.
I know. Don't
Don't attack Doc.
If he does a war crime, I'm gonna cut his nose off.
We're gonna create war
If it
crimes
lands
too.
anywhere near Doc,
Oh, dead.
We're not attacking healers.
it's not a war crime the first time.
Not until someone tells you not to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Not the first time.
And who knows, depending on how quickly they tell you not to do it, it might not be the second or third time either.
And if there's no survivors, who's gonna tell you?
I know, right? If they can't find the body,
What? What?
What?
Alright, now Aurum is coming back and is going to be the pacifist. Don't bother anything except being self. Extraplanar beings with innate alignments get an exception. That's a big scary thing.
Oh, that's big. They can see it, right?
Yeah. You like because you're still in the room. You only see like its head on the ground, kind of deal.
You can just whisper in the bro, okay? I'm gonna do this same thing to you.
All right, Akron, you're up.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay. Is he focused on my other character?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna move to the back right here. And I'm attacking with my second blade.
All right.
Does that give me advantage?
It does. Yes.
Whoa. Does a 17 hit?
Does not hit.
Okay, then I'm just gonna use my bonus action to attack with the other psychic blade.
All right.
Now do it again. Good old fashioned do it again.
21.
All right, that'll hit.
And
No,
that
do it again.
is
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
a D4 plus 5. 7 points of damage. And then I'm gonna.
Oops.
How many points of damage?
7.
Delete somebody.
All right.
No.
And then I'm gonna get behind Dolus.
All right.
Opportunity attack.
From all of your
Um,
I'm afraid of death.
Well, bonus action he could get out of the way.
Disengage.
Disengage.
You use bonus
Alright,
action to
Oh, you
attack.
already used it? I didn't pay attention.
What is its range? 10 feet?
It is gargantuan, so
You'll probably have a larger range than 5 feet at least.
yeah, so it's going to try to opportunity attack hit you.
Then I'll just stay right by Dolus.
Is it prone on the ground?
It's like on the ground. Yeah, so
It's just a winged creature that's on the ground.
Yeah, your other one kind of knocked it to the ground, so it's just kind of trying to get up and trying to move around.
I stayed within its range.
Oh, okay.
I'm just right next to Dolus.
That's a good place to be. My thing isn't loading, guys.
That's okay.
I'll try refreshing it.
That's what me and
Gavin. You, my good friend, because they cannot see you here.
Pulls out a machine gun.
You see
Tommy
that?
gun. Yeah.
Where is it?
Easy.
just
You're over this quadrant.
Okay.
Over in here.
How far away would you say I am? Am I within 80 feet? That's a better question.
I like the specific number you guys said there.
80 feet, you say?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
And I have line of sight.
You do indeed.
Right. They're not going to see who makes this attack, but can I make 2 attacks? I can't remember, or just one.
Just one.
Just one. All right. So they're going. I'm gonna attack with my umbral weapon.
All right.
Umbral weapon?
Oh, I think I know what he is.
The heck is an umbral weapon?
Umbral is like shadows and dark. Specifically the shadow of a moon.
That's a 29 to hit.
That will hit.
baby.
Alrighty. And is it sneak attack?
You technically are flanking, yes. You do get the sneak attack damage from it.
Coolio.
We have multiple rogues.
Okay.
Well, speaking of which, because you came from things.
Dang.
Nice, son.
Does that, well, that doesn't matter.
41 damage.
All right.
You're just going to see this black streak just come out of nowhere and hit this monster from the side and just make this huge divot.
Yes, the shadows weave around together, and you're expecting to hear a but instead it just pierces through the air and sinks into it and just moves the creature. How much damage was it?
41.
41. All right.
You make excellent sound effects.
You are really good at sound effects, Eli.
I've been practicing my DMing.
His beatboxing actually
Goes in the mirror every single day. Just to
And
make sure.
then
driving to work is.
I will try and hide in shadow.
Oh, I did not mean to do
All
that.
right. You may go ahead and do
Is
that.
that actually an action or is that a bonus action?
I think it's a bonus action for you.
I believe cunning action allows you to take the hide action as bonus
Yes,
action.
yes.
Oh, he's a rogue.
I mean, sneak attack kind of gave that away.
You got sneak attack?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Actually, stealth, right?
Yep.
And I have advantage,
Yep.
which I have actually double advantage on that.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, it's still an 18 though.
Whoa. Wow.
18
All right.
for hide.
For hide, got it. All right, that is the end of Gavin's character turn. Next, we get to your character's turn.
I should have been reading.
Wow, multiple characters. This would be fun.
There are multiple.
This
is
getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
You also have this.
Okay. I'm just gonna go with. Let's see, let me. 2 weapon attacks. Right, as for the first one, this one's for. I'll just do 1 attack.
You because he only has 1. So you're doing the multi-attack?
No, he has an extra attack.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Most martial classes do.
he can attack twice.
Okay.
The only
All-
martial
all
class I
martial.
don't know that doesn't
Is rogue, and rogue has sneak attack.
Rogue is a little bit of a weird martial class.
That's a 24,
That will hit.
and then that's a D10.
Because it is above. Oh yeah, no, you're good.
That's just advantage, I think.
Yeah.
15 points of damage for the first one.
Yes. You also add.
Oh yeah, there's like another D4.
I think it's another D8 for damage on it.
Yeah.
I do that too. Neat.
Yes, additional 1D.
Yes.
I guess you gotta prepare the characters.
That's a 7.
All right.
And then the second attack,
7 total damage.
total.
As long as you're not
Okay.
a cat and you're robots.
And then that's a 25.
That will hit.
Charles the First.
This one, and that's 15, another 19 points. That's plus the necrotic damage.
All right. 19 points. All right. You go through and blood just fills up this sword as it is at 3 charges.
Why is it him having swords have charges?
He hasn't even figured out all the things that his sword can do. in
Well,
mine.
that doesn't change the question.
Oh, that's just from your sword.
That was
I like
action,
my
bonus
swords actually
action. Oh no, that was both actions.
Is it bonus action? Oh wait, no, that's I can't do that. But it doesn't matter. I'll just stay where I am.
All right. Perfect then. It is the creature's turn now. It is going to go ahead and use its movement to get up and just stand up from the ground. And it's upset about this.
What's understandably?
Who's in front of it?
My dude.
Why are you always in front of things?
Not Akron.
No, yeah. Why are you always in front of things? It's going to make it's going to try to make a bite against you. It's going to multi-attack.
Alright. I'm going to
With the 26.
that hits.
Alright, that is 11
I'm gonna double
damage. That's not that one.
Oh, you're attacking Akron?
Yep.
Uncanny
I
dodge
told
is
you
Akron,
not
yeah.
to get hit.
No, I thought I was facing the other dude, not Akron.
You do like to run up front, and then
I was in the back.
you went to the front and hit the dude. You can throw your knives, dude.
I was behind him.
24 piercing damage. And you are grappled from it.
We should have that damage probably.
Yes.
And it's going to make 2 other attacks against the tavern you guys are in.
No, why he's hitting my tavern? There's no one in it.
I'm in it.
Why are you in the tavern?
Because I didn't want to get hit. Yeah, I'm realizing now.
DM hits you with that dollar store stare.
21 to hit as it does a hit against the tavern, which is...
Why is he hitting the tavern?
He's breaking it. He likes breaking things.
Stop. I like that place. Or at least my thing is underground, so you won't be able to find it.
19 bludgeoning damage to the tavern, but it's doubled because it is siege monster.
Figured.
Which it does again.
Curse you, Betty the Platypus!
19 doubled to the tavern is just as the roof just flies off and everything just kind of falls inside of it.
I think that door is really strong.
The door is just...
No, I mean the door to my.
Oh yeah, your underground is safe, but the top
It is also
just...
magically protected. But
All right. That's gonna be.
I had 10 years to make that a nice place to hide.
That's gonna be its turn. Next we have Tolis.
Finally, he's hitting my tavern. I'm gonna hit him.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark. And I'm gonna say my name is not Hunter, but I'm gonna mark it. And could I move around it to get a flanking bonus?
Yes, you may.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'll go over here. And I'm going to attack it with advantage. Okay, well that's 28 to hit.
That will hit.
Dealing.
Yes.
Can you resend that book for the other guy? No, Akron.
I need another d6.
I know
Or
which
d6.
other guy.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember his
Stuff?
momentum and focus.
Yeah.
I know I got one focus and I think one momentum from
Okay. Do damage types matter, or can I just say the whole big number?
You can say the whole number.
Okay. 14, 15.
D10 piercing.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
Yep.
26 damage for my first attack.
Okay.
And for my second attack, that's a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, that was lame. 6, 12, 19 more damage.
Alright. As you slash against the creature, it wails in pain here. It's just...
Don't hit my house.
Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Alright,
I'll use all my actions.
Arm, it is your turn.
I'm going to take my staff, hold it up, and slam it on the ground. Expend 5 charges to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh,
Alright.
Everybody, literally everybody that is within a large...
except for the bad guys.
Except for the bad guys. Everyone I can see will be regaining... Where's another D8?
I have one.
Everyone that I can see will be regaining 17 hit points.
Alright.
Nice. I don't get that.
He cannot see me.
I am at full hit points.
Hey.
And then bonus action, I'll be using, No, why not? I'm going to bonus action teleport right up next to this dude
Ba-da-da-da.
with face step, which means he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
I'm teleporting within 10 feet of it exactly.
Okay.
Wait a second. Is this in addition to the rifle, or is this my umber weapon?
That's the... That is like the umbra. So that is like you bonded it and it's your umbra.
Okay, got it.
It fails.
Alright, cool. It is now charmed by me.
Why do you always want to charm it?
Because that's
Because
really good.
now it can't attack me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just walk away.
Alright then. That is the end of your turn.
Yes, it is.
Akron.
Mm-hmm.
You're up.
When things are charmed, they tend to be a lot more nice.
Do I still have
to
advantage
me.
as Akron?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna slap him.
All right.
And that's a 29.
29. That will hit.
And then that would be... 5 plus... Yeah, 5d6s. Gosh dang it, why did I... 8d6s. That's what it is. 8 plus the sword. So it's 9.
Would you like to use a charge from it?
This is for Akron.
Okay, that's right.
Does the other guy have sneak attack?
Which one?
The other guy?
They're not Akron.
No, it does not have sneak attack.
26 points of damage
All right.
plus 5, so 20 or 31.
All right. You go through, and you can see from the previous hits that it's taken from the others before you got there. It's pretty hurt. It's leaking out black ichor. It's hollowing pain. Just.
Dang. I'm a bonus action disengage.
All right.
Run away!
Run! 1 second.
That's a smart move.
Gavin, your turn.
Sweet. Okay, this is new.
Your turn.
After
half the session not having a turn.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm going to move a little bit closer. Let me see. I'm over here.
Do I detect him?
It
What was the stealth roll you made?
was an 18.
Okay, I didn't detect him yet.
You do not detect him.
I could detect him, but I'm not really trying to.
You just hear, like, with the battle that's going on, you just kind of see these hits, but not sure where
Hey,
they're
since they're
coming
attacking the
from.
same target, they're a friend of me.
I don't particularly care to look for him unless the shots stop coming, and then I'll look because I want to heal him.
And I'm going
Oh,
to
look,
make
that's
an
like-
attack roll. What do I add to my attack roll? Just spell attack?
Should be wisdom bonus plus your
Just the normal
plus
dexterity.
the modifier.
Dexterity. I had a plus 10 on the rifle, so would that be what it is?
Probably.
Yes, because the rifle has, because the one
Yeah,
you're
it's got
using,
a hit.
16 to hit?
Basically.
16 to hit. Just let me double check here. Is that what the plus from the rifle?
Yes.
Okay, does not hit.
Dang, okay. So you're just gonna see this other shot just whiz by it and miss. You know, like the Night Fury attacks? That's kind of what it's like.
Dope.
Except it
Yes.
missed.
Except it missed.
Which is not what the Night Fury does. In
Yes,
fact, it does
but-
say, and never misses. And you just missed. So, not quite.
You're not a Night Fury.
Not
dude.
quite.
We're just railing on you, sorry.
Just got here.
It's fine. My
And
new character.
anything else you want to do? Bonus action?
No. That's my turn.
Okay. You do that. You kind of. I believe. No, it is still silent, so it does not notice.
Oh.
Akron, how are you looking right now?
I'm looking alright. I could definitely be a lot better.
That's not good. I look unharmed.
I know.
My cuts
Your
have
character's turn.
healed.
Okay.
If I could send it to you, I would.
I'm gonna remember one of the rules. It's I think it's the flourish focus, where you just as a bonus action gain 2 focus points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn 3 of my focus points into momentum die, so that turns into 6 momentum die.
What is
Correct?
going on?
All right.
All these words they're saying.
This is a custom subclass.
Now
Must be.
I'm gonna do vicious finisher.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use 6 momentum dice. So if I get a 15 or higher,
It dies.
I get to do double damage.
Oh.
What's the natural roll?
It's a 3.
Ooh.
And then plus it is 14. Does that hit?
Does not hit.
So So that just burns up my momentum die.
Yep.
Alright.
That was a bonus act. Oh,
That was a bonus action.
you used your bonus action for the thing, so you couldn't have vicious finisher there.
What bonus action for?
For the
Hey,
focus.
don't complain. This means you didn't lose your dice.
Oh no, I'm trying to remember the rules.
He hasn't looked at it for
Okay.
a while.
Yes.
So yeah, you built it up. You can still attack though.
Yeah. I can't use my finisher.
Well, that's a good thing because the finisher didn't work.
I'm gonna just attack him twice then.
All right.
First attack is a 19.
Got it.
Does that hit?
That will hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, would I have been flanking still?
D10,
Would I have had advantage on the attack?
6, and a D6.
In the way that it is, yes.
Tell me when it's not.
I didn't roll with
If it's
advantage.
when it's above half HP.
It is below half.
Okay, so I can't use my.
It,
Yeah, I
it-
get to do that, but I don't get.
you can
to...
transform it though.
Yeah. No, that's a bonus action.
That's right. All these bonus actions.
So that's gonna be 17 points of damage for the first one,
All right.
and then for the second attack, I don't have advantage anymore.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh, we got it.
That just killed him.
Yep. Just the first one that killed him.
All right. Well, pretty much, my guy just standing there unfazed, just whip out his sword and just, like, without effort, just stabbed it straight into him,
It was in the foot.
into his heart, vital
How
spot.
big is this thing?
Gargantuan.
A vital
His
spot.
foot?
A vital spot. I go for the artery, and he just like it's nothing for him.
All right. So as you see this guy reel up with the sword and stab it, and the force from it, you can feel the shockwave just pulls his sword out, and the creature like stumbles backwards from the sheer force of his hit, and
Away
hits
from
the
the
ground. It falls
away from the tavern,
backwards.
right?
Yeah, it falls backwards.
sweet.
Yeah. It comes this way. So
Okay.
So it
all
falls
those other houses.
backwards as this character, drenched in blood, kind of just wipes the sword off and everything, as looks forward towards Akron and recognizes something in Akron.
The same character.
You could say so. As he looks at Akron, you could see almost like a resemblance. But how much would you want me to say?
As much as you want to.
Doing so, he kind of has a flashing, seeing you guys as well. He sees almost the versions of yourself from his realm as well, who have all pretty much died off, and he's all alone. But he just had kind of a moment of nostalgia from all of you just seeing
Sounds
that.
kind of like an echo knight, but that doesn't seem like
Yes.
As he kind of looks towards and recognizes the rest of you guys, just, who are you guys? Akron kind of says, just, who are you? What is this thing? What's going on here?
Allow me to introduce us. My name is Arum. This here is my wonderful friend Tullus. He's very excellent at defense and all things as such. This over here is Akron, and well, there are more of us down below, but this is all of us for the moment.
Akron.
Am I ask your name, good sir?
You should ask Akron. He should know.
Akron, who's this person?
that. Ooh, I can feel that.
It's just the last time I saw him, well, he was leaving off for war, left me and my mom alone to die. And then that's when these hellhounds appeared and the world fell into darkness. Then I saw something and a portal open and boom, I'm here. Don't know what you got yourselves into here, but it's a mess.
Akron, you know this fellow?
Only in my dreams I've seen him. That's about it.
And yet you say that he left you and your family?
He did. It wasn't his fault. He was just doing the father's duty.
Do you have a child that I haven't met yet?
You did meet him.
No. Guys.
Wait.
It's his son!
Remember the pedestal of kids? One of his was his son.
I'm so confused. Did this guy come back in time? This guy came back in time, didn't he?
To get angry at his dad.
No, not to get
Now
any.
you're gonna
I
kill
don't
me.
know why. But I don't think he did it for any purpose.
What would your kid like to do at this point? As you can tell that things have simmered down.
Well, isn't this quite awkward? And just from a nearby shadow, I'm just gonna step out from what seems like nothing, and it's just going to be this really bubbly-looking blonde female elf who is wearing just kind of a green cloakish, and she's gonna say, he seems to be his son, but he doesn't recognize. I don't really know what's going on either, but this seems very interesting.
I know, right? I have no idea what's going on either, but I'm quite curious to study how exactly it happened. By the way, what's your name?
Oh, I'm Fallon. And he just kind of gives like a curtsy bow.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Fallon.
A nod, man.
Well,
What
I
kind
see
of
the
elf are
you see
you?
the elf ears. You know, we both got them, boy.
yeah.
I'm half elf.
Except
so.
mine are extremely pointy. Like,
What kind of elf are you? I'm going to look. As I'm looking over, I'm going to try and, like, I guess as I look at both of these two new people, I'd like to just kind of try to profile them, figure out a little bit about them, just like whether they're trustworthy mostly, and where they, I don't know, just general things. Can I roll an insight check?
Go ahead. Yeah.
roll a deception check.
You can roll deception or persuasion.
All right, I'm doing this for.
Can I get the rules?
All right,
Didn't I already send it to you? Just check your text.
Where are the rules?
all right. I hope you're ready.
What's your insight check?
30.
This person seems extremely untrustworthy.
Oh
But not
no!
but not like a malicious person, if that makes sense. Not maliciously, but untrustworthy.
Arm is going to just is going just as you're watching. Arm just is going to look. What's your
Here,
character
check
name
your
again?
email.
Fallon.
Fallon. He's just going to look over Fallon, and you can just see that his attitude has shifted slightly, not in a bad way, and he's clearly not trying to hide it, but he also seems to have given himself permission to be more deceptive as well with this one.
Okay.
Fun fact: deception is something that I'm proficient in because of my background.
Me too.
I'm gonna go
I rolled
start
really
pushing the
low.
rubble off of the door to my underground bunker.
All right. You move it away, and the bunker's completely safe, untouched. As you kind of open it and just, what was that up there? Was it one of those, the Night Stalkers?
Some form of giant creature. You call it a Night Stalker. That might be what it is. I don't know.
It's just what we've given the name to it now.
Nightwalker is an actual D&D monster, by the way.
Night Stalker.
I know, but Nightwalker is. You just look it up. Don't send me posters.
I can send whatever I want.
It'd be fitting for this campaign, but I'm not going to say anymore. I don't want to die. I'm glad to see that you're safe.
Well, get everyone down here. It's not safe up there. Is the moon still up?
Ooh, where are we
Yes.
going?
Well, then we need to get down.
What's this about the moon?
It's red, blood red.
Yes, I know, but when it's
Oh.
you said it's not safe because it's still up. Does it get safe when it's down?
Are you asking her that?
Yes.
All right. She's like, it's the creatures are in hordes and droves at night. It's no one goes out during the day. It's safer, but not by much, but much safer. So get down here now.
All right, let's go.
And
I would like to also point out, I'm still concentrating on Pass Without Trace, so every one of us has a +10 to stealth checks.
Is that?
Lasts
Okay.
for an hour.
It's a really good spell.
I know that one, but I'm not sure if it's because when you casted it, you were only using on yourself.
It just says everyone that's following behind me gets the bonus.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. So yeah, you all make it back in
I'm following.
to the
It's
into the
a
bunker.
little bit cramped now.
Yeah, it's a bit cramped in there now. Already though, you're squeezing because there's already people in there. She has other people in that she's helping to like shelter.
And by the way, the source of our water is one single decanter of endless water, so we will have enough water. Don't worry, guys.
I think it might be a good idea to try to transfer some of the people here to my Druid Grove at some point. But at the same time, I don't know if that'll be much safer. It's probably more heavily guarded, but also easier to find.
Right, now you can check your email for it.
Like while I am
Are there
moved out,
children?
like I
They're his kids and his kids,
and
which
then
at
Ori
this
is,
time
and then
actually,
one orphan is here.
Jaeger.
Yeah,
What do you do?
The human one?
What?
The human one or the...
No, your
The other
tiefling.
one.
The tiefling one. What do you do seeing the younger version of yourself?
I don't say anything. I just stare at him. Just very weirdly, because my face doesn't show much emotion at all. My eyes, the sockets of my eyes don't show any expression in my eyes either.
The sockets of your eyes?
Yeah.
You have eyeballs?
Yes.
Oh.
They're just like,
Kind of sunken in.
they're just sunken in there. Kind of, I have my face looks more like a skull than it does a normal face.
Oh.
Gavin, last time, can you tell me your character's name? I'm writing it down for keeping track of how much healing they need.
Fowlin.
How do I spell that?
Foalon.
That's not how I pronounce that. Oh well.
Fowlin.
Fallon. It's your character.
Also, all of you.
Mortals come up with such strange grammar rules. They
Also,
don't know.
my
It
guy's
sucks.
actually...
It's a translation from Elvish.
The Jaeger is
It's close.
actually 7 foot, not 6 foot, sorry.
It's
he's pretty
it's a word in Elvish.
dude.
Yes.
I
well,
speak Elvish.
well, it's like a it's a name.
It's a
in
transliteration
Elvish.
of a name
But,
in
yeah.
Elvish.
It was written in Elvish, and she did her best to try and write it in English.
Gotcha.
Alright, there we are.
I was like, ooh, what's this word translate to?
Alright, so you all make it into this bunker.
Elvish.
It's pretty cramped, and you can see there's people there. They look shocked. They're very hurt. They're trying to. Some have their arms in slings. Some, their clothing used to be nice, but it's just tattered. Putting scraps of clothes together, as they're all just kind of huddling, looking at you guys of just. So, what's the next step then?
My next step is to break out my healer's kits and start fixing up people and treating their wounds better.
All right.
And Fowlin is going to cast like a silent image, and there's just kind of going to be like some lights and like just kind of like colors and like flames and water and things like that. And then she's also going to start playing a lute and start making music and singing and trying to get people to raise people's spirits.
Okay.
My familiar Fiel will go and help out with this because I still have that.
All right.
Because she didn't die.
All right.
I'm gonna step up to my wife and say, "Can you give me a status report on everyone? How many are here?"
Right now
You
there's
don't have to give actual numbers if the DM doesn't need to.
there's roughly about 5, including me and the other kids here.
5 households.
5 people.
Oh, I thought there was a lot more than that. The way you're describing this.
Well, how big is your bunker?
It's not tiny, but like
Is it like this size or bigger than this garage?
it's
size?
probably 2 of these garages.
2 of these. Okay, so not 5 then. It's bigger. It's about 3 households then.
Okay.
So about 3. There's about 3 households in here. It was just whoever we could get at the time. I was confused. When you left to go figure out his deal, everything was all right, and then Mary was just taken, gone. You know, I go up to her room and I just see this figure swoop in, snatch her, and I couldn't do a thing. And that's when the skies opened up and these creatures just attacked everything. The moon turned to a blood red, as it was just. It happened so quickly. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what happened to you guys. I'm just glad you're back.
Yeah. This place is warded. It should be safe enough. But staying here for a long term will not be an option. We'll have to find some way to get out or to defeat these creatures.
Do you guys think there's some sort of source? If they're saying they're coming from the skies,
Absolutely.
Likely
Or
there's a
there?
source. Probably the moon's the source.
Well, how do you defeat the moon?
Well, that's something we're going to have to figure out. And I'm going to go look for Jaeger, the grown-up one.
You're all in the same, like, it's because of how many people, it's not too hard to find people, especially him being 7 foot tall with a mane of horns.
So, Jaeger, you've grown quite a bit since that then. And I'm going to, like, just gesture over to the other one. I'm speaking very quietly. Like, because this guy seems to appreciate his privacy, so don't want to bother us too much.
That's where you just. Yes.
So, you said that you went through some portal and that your father disappeared, died, left, whatever the case. Oh, how long ago?
Years ago.
Well, in that case, I have reason to believe that you have come back years in the past. Now, I don't know what feelings you may have towards any of these creatures or towards your father, but I would be willing to bet that if you're anything like me, that you don't want anyone to have to go through the sort of pain that you have had to go through. Am I correct?
Wrong.
Oh, you do wish to share your suffering with others?
I only care about finishing whatever caused this.
Well, in that case, effect is the same. I think that you have a chance to stop it from ever having gotten to the point that you have experienced. You don't just stop it. You stop it before whenever you think it at whatever point it has gotten to. And so, would you be willing to answer a couple of questions so that we can get some more information about how we can fight this?
Understand that I cannot stop the spread of it, so people will die no matter what.
And that's something that's just inevitable no matter what. I can understand that. All I want to do is minimize it as much as possible. So, do you know from wherever you are, do you know where these creatures come from?
Looks to DM.
DM, do I?
You know that they come from where you come from. They're very native. They're creatures you deal with on a day-to-day basis. Same with you. Full on? Fallon. You deal with them on a day-to-day basis. It's kind of cowering in the shadows kind of deal. Survival of the fittest. So, to you, these creatures are normal and natural.
I do not know the source of where they enter at, but I know they are just from my realm.
And what is your realm?
It's just my realm. I don't have a name for it.
Do you know what these creatures' strengths, weaknesses, vulnerabilities, resistances, anything that could be helpful to us fighting them?
I do at the moment, and I'll tell you when it's necessary.
The longer Arm's going on, the more he feels like that this might have been the wrong one of the two to start his conversation with. He does not seem to want to be very helpful.
Does Fallon hear any of this conversation going on?
You're an elf, so you're proficient in perception, so you'll likely be better at noticing than others.
Tullus also definitely hears because this is not a big place.
It's not a big place. Would you, like, seeing the two of them would have piqued your interest to listen in?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Alright. Because it's not too secret. What's your passive perception?
19?
Wow.
Yes, you would hear
You're
this
almost
conversation.
as good at this as I am.
I'm a little bit worse, but I'm only still +7.
Okay. The singing stops, the music continues though. And Fallon is just gonna look over and say, "Oh, Jaeger, just tell him already. It's not a secret."
That I could see through the enemy?
You can see. Just tell him. It's fine. Explain it.
Explain what?
They're friends. Explain what you know. They need to know so they don't die. We'd rather have less dead bodies than more dead bodies.
If you
I
explain
can
to
get
us, we
behind
can
this
help you.
woman's opinions.
What would you like to know then?
Their strengths, their weaknesses, their resistances, and strength, and anything that could be helpful for fighting.
There are many monsters. I will tell you when I see it, the one we are fighting. I will know then.
All right, that is helpful information.
No, that's a little bit better of an explanation. And then she continues to start singing.
So, I'll leave you alone now, because I can tell you don't seem to have any interest in conversation. But I do want you to know that we will be your allies if you'll let us. So, I'd appreciate it for the sake of me being able to keep my allies alive, because that's all I want to do now. I'd appreciate if you allow us to be able to help you. You help us. And I'm going to walk away unless you say something.
I'm gonna walk up because I heard this. And I'm gonna kind of quietly say, "Currently, you are a guest in my home. Please behave a little bit nicer. We are trying to work together." And that's all I'm gonna say. You just got scolded by the dad.
And then I'm going. Then I'm
father
going to
you
go over.
No, stop! I'm trying to make a character, bro. He just looks unfazed, bro. He doesn't look like he's just like.
Oh, Tullis doesn't care. He says it in
I
the
know,
nice way.
I know. That's just what that's what he looks like. He's just unfazed.
I don't
Okay.
know the roleplay thing I am going to do later, but I want to let someone else have a turn if they want to do something. Because next I'm gonna go and try. I'm gonna go and try to talk to Fallon.
And she's just kind of dancing with all like these fancy water and lights and
I'm gonna
things
go up
like
with
that.
you to talk to Fallon. Just 'cause
And
we're
playing her
getting
lute and
I would like to try to identify which subrace of elf she is.
All right, go ahead.
What kind of check am I rolling?
Can I have advantage because I'm a half elf?
I am an elf.
Oh, never mind.
You may certainly try.
What kind of check is this?
I will say it is a
Perception check, maybe?
Nature,
Or
insights.
insight.
Insight it is. That's not very high. 22.
And 22.
It's not very high.
I have a +10 and I have guidance.
It's sorry. It's strange. You being an elf, you recognize elves, and you also being half elf, you're fairly alright with elves themselves. But looking at Fowlin, it's like you hit all the notes of all the basic elves. Like, in summary, Fowlin is the basic elf. She is a basic girl.
You basic white girl elf.
I'm a basic white girl.
It's like a mixture of high elf, wood elf, and like I don't know.
Is there a hint of Eldrin in there?
You can see hints of Elgin in there, but it's like
I am just getting more confused by the instant.
it's weird. It's like there's hints of all different kinds of elves in there, but she just looks like the most basic elf you've ever met. Like if you wanted to, you could look at the right angle and be like, "No, I can see Eldrin. No, I can see Shadowkai."
Alright, so I'd like
Astral
to
elf?
change what I'm doing. I want to see if I can see through any illusions.
All right.
Intelligence check is usually what that is. That
Yeah. Investigation specifically.
I love that this is not even anything special. Like it's just they're
Dirty
so
20.
focused on this.
You don't sense any like illusion magic on her at all. It's just her natural makeup.
Disguise kit. That's my best guess right now. I have no fetching clue. This is so confusing. But
There's nothing special.
there's gotta be something going on
You
here.
are perfectly ordinary, and in that sense, that is
That's not right.
not ordinary.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm an elf. I shouldn't be ordinary.
I'm gonna wait until Fallon's done with her performance, and then I'm going to approach her.
And how does this performance go? Because it only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a pretty good performance given the things that they've gone through. It lifts the spirits for sure. It's roll per performance.
Oh gosh.
Messages, Wesley.
18.
Definitely lifts their spirits. You can tell that
He's
the
done
kids
real
in the
fast.
area, they're happier. There's a livelihood in them that there wasn't before. While everyone else in the area, they're not as happy as the kids, but their spirits have been lifted.
Okay, awesome. And at the end, she's just kind of going to curtsy again and put her lute back on her back. And just kind of go sit down somewhere.
I'm going to approach as Fallon sits down, and Arms is going to lean forward. Is going to say, "Quite an impressive performance. Certainly lifted the spirits of everyone around."
Well, thank you. I used to have to do that a lot, and it certainly wasn't as effective.
I also have had to do that a fair bit myself. It's always satisfying when there's success.
Oh yes, very much so.
He's going to reach into one of his many pockets and pull out a silver and gold flute, and is just going to start spinning around his fingers. Feywild teaches you some interesting skills. Many don't expect them, but he's going to catch it and just point at you. I'm quite interested to know where you learned all of your skills.
Well, I come from the same place that Jaeger did, and it's an interesting place. I mean, he explained it about as well as you could. And
Are these creatures just have they always been normal where you come from?
yeah, pretty much.
Odd.
It's
Also, I'm constantly watching him for lies because I feel watching her for lies because I feel like I already don't trust Fallon. At least not her words. Perfect.
Now that Tolos has returned, this is where I just kind of stand up from the chair I was sitting in. Even though I didn't move a muscle that entire time, I stand up. I say, I do wish to give you something. And I reach into my bag of precious things, and I hand each one of you, well at least you two, an item.
A
This is-
grenade.
No. This is...
Squitch sends his regards.
I still
Sorry.
have a grenade.
You do?
He still does.
Okay, stop.
Okay, sorry.
Well, this is where he says, your counterparts from my realm wielded these weapons, and I wish to return them, and hand you each one that represent which one whoever.
To Tolis here, he hands you this long, kind of, I wouldn't say celestial, but a very golden blade that he hands to you, and you can feel the magic radiating from it. As you can see, the hilt of it kind of has, kind of divvies out into two, as if like it splits, but it's one solid blade. As to you, he hands you this tome that has these vines kind of intermingled between it, with gems and crystals embedded that are glowing and twinkling every now and then, just glowing with a light green light in them as he hands these to you.
It's a good blade.
It is a very rare blade.
I like the sound of very rare.
Yours is also a very rare, wondrous item.
I'm going to accept this, and I will investigate it.
Over the course of the rest.
over the
And then I
course of
sit
the
back
rest.
down as you hear the bones that are on the outside of my body kind of crinkle as I sit back down.
I'm gonna quietly ask, how comfortable is it to have bones outside of your body? It doesn't seem very...
Comfort has never been an experience for me.
I'm going to
Okay.
whisper over then with Farrellin. I'm going to whisper as quietly
And
as
he's
I
just
possibly
dead silent,
can.
Just
I'm just going to whisper as quietly as I possibly can. Has he always been this intense?
From what I've been told, he's quite brooding.
Yeah, I got that.
At this point, your wife kind of comes over. Is like, well, since we're giving gifts, this kind of showed up on the doorstep and pulls out this intricate gear piece. It's like, I think it was one of his. Noticed that he wasn't here with you. What happened with Squitch?
He didn't.
I guess that's why this came here then.
He gave himself up for us.
Poor child.
He was a good one then.
He was an eccentric one. Good in heart.
It's just
It's a grenade. Holds it close.
as kind of hands it over
It
to you,
says
and you can
Laughter
see
Zora on it.
like a small turn dial on it.
I'm not going to turn that until I tune to this and see what the frick that is.
She gives it to you,
Warning.
the flip side down, and there's like a note in Draconic.
Oh, okay, that's good too.
There's like a note in Draconic on it.
Which I understand.
Yes, you do. That's just in case things don't work out to my friends.
Switch left us on something.
Hey, Conleyson, I don't think we should open it.
Not in here.
Preferably not in anything small that is not an open field.
I'll investigate it later.
It doesn't look like any of his other bombs.
That means nothing.
So it's a smaller device. So it's more like roughly this size. So it's round in shape with kind of gears placed around the side of it. With like I guess hinges that kind of fold down on it that look like when you
I'm gonna turn it and open it. I'm curious enough. I'm like, I just turn away and just.
You open and the thing just starts to spin as music begins to play from it. As it opens up and you see a large image of Squitch.
Large.
Squitch, what does your pre-recording say? This is your Tony Stark-esque moment of in case I die.
Well, if you're hearing this, obviously things didn't go very well. But hopefully I went in a very cool way. You know, an explosion or something. But I don't know. Hopefully. But I just wanted you to know that despite my personalities,
Plural?
you all were very important to me. And the adventures and the things that we accomplished are very important to me as well. And I leave my fortune and my company to all of you to split evenly. And of course the funds that come from it. And hopefully it has not collapsed by now. And hopefully those weapons are still intact. But I bid you all adieu. And it's just going to kind of small, tiny explosion.
Of course, it explodes.
And a fabulous
Synthesized
display. It goes off in smoke, and then you see just a beautiful display of fireworks in a controlled manner of just bright different lights. And as they go off in different forms. In the forms of you guys, the different adventures, the different pranks and jokes that happen. It's a small display, but it just kind of shows the life that you guys have had together as friends, adventurers, as family. Is it just kind of closes back up?
That was a lot less explosive than most of his fires. Clutches hand grenade close to chest.
Squinch Industry is not responsible for any damage, bodily damage or harm, or death.
Just explode.
He's gonna take his device and put it in a pocket.
Property damage you definitely not credit for though.
Yes.
Alright. Well, after that, I don't think Arm's going to be up for much more questioning, even though I have many questions that I still would like to ask of the more talkative of the two.
So we take a long rest. Wait for daytime.
Look at me. It's up to you guys.
I have a quick question, Eli.
Yes.
A short rest takes 4 hours, but as an elf, I take a long rest in 4 hours. Do I just choose which one I want?
That is true.
Benefits of being an elf. Yes, you may gain either, but yes, you may gain either.
Dope.
Probably during long rest you can't be casting spells. That'd be my guess.
I'll just be sleeping.
That's where Jaeger could just kind of talks again, and he says, "This is the only time you'll rest." just sits there like motionless again.
We have sunshine.
Alright, well,
I
we
muttered
do
to my wife.
need to take a long rest because I need to recover my spell slots desperately. And my hit die.
Alright.
I would like to investigate this new sword during this long rest.
I would also like to investigate my cool new...
Alright.
And perhaps a tune to it.
Yes, it does require attunement. Both of them.
Two
That'll
things
be
I'm
my
attuned
last
to.
things of
Three things
attunement.
yeah, I just used up my last attunement also.
Alright, so as you lovely attune to this item, we'll start with you.
Who's you? Me?
Yep.
Yes, Tollus. You gain a... Where are you, my lovely sword? Oh, we're almost here. Here it is. You have an Epee Solaire.
What? How do I spell that?
Epeesolaire.
E-P-E-E. What?
So Solaire.
Is that one word? E-P Solaire.
Separate.
Oh.
EP and then Solaire. In its current form, it is a great sword.
Oh no!
Current form.
Yeah.
While you are tuned to it, you are proficient with great swords and short swords.
Convenient.
You also know that this weapon can change from greatsword to short swords. You gain a +1 to attack and damage rolls made with this, which deals an additional 1d4 radiant damage on a hit. And when you hit an aberration or undead with it, the target takes an additional 1d4 radiant damage. The sword can also give out bright light and 10 foot, and then dim light an additional 10 foot. And it has some additional properties. Where
Is it extra 1d4 and are you just gonna send this to me?
yeah, I'm gonna send it to
Okay.
you.
I'll start writing it down.
But it does have like some additional abilities in its transformed and untransformed state. In its untransformed is a great sword. Wait, let me double check. Yes, and its untransformed it is a great sword, and its transformed it is two swords, two of the short swords. You, good sir, you get a druidic tome of symbiosis.
Whoa.
Is this a homebrew item or okay? I won't look it up.
He'll send it.
Yeah.
I also have a very fancy homebrew item.
That's why I said don't worry about your other magic items. Because I was going to give you guys different ones.
Except I can't use mine because I don't use those swords.
You might want to use it instead.
Once you
I do not want to lose my +4 AC from my shield and my mat and my feet, which also uses a shield. That's a lot of this character is built around.
Just
that.
use your short sword.
So I could just use a single short sword.
Deals more damage than flying tome.
You
No, it
have the
doesn't.
stuff for it now, David, and I'll send yours in just a minute. But you do have this nice new tome, and you have a blade.
Nice.
Natural weapon?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
No clue.
You wake up from this long rest. You may spend however many hit dice you would to recover. You guys are healthy as a horse.
with how do you regain those hit dice again? Just like every long rest you're able to, or how do they recover?
Why wouldn't I? Spend hit dice to heal the end of the long rest. They never give a description in the DMG. I'm using the slow natural healing.
Oh.
Do I have any emeralds?
No, you do not.
I'm gonna need to get some.
We're switch. That was good though.
Yes!
He didn't go out how he wanted, which is the most sad thing to me.
But he went out in a way that all of us needed. He sacrificed himself for us. We could have blown him up later. It's like you send him off on the boat, like in the motor ocean, just instead of like lighting a fire, just explodes.
Yes.
We'll do that for him later. When
The
we're,
last
when this is
grenade.
over. The last grenade. Yeah, it's like in honor of Squid.
All right.
Because normally it's, the fire arrows, the...
Mm-hmm.
All right. The morning is here. What do you all wish to do? You can see. Oh no, you're still in the bunker, so there's no light coming in. What do you want to do? You've woken up. You kind of look around and you hear the same kind of muffled screeching that you heard from before, just but not as loud or as many as before.
Well, that's an upgrade. I also, I'm going, as we're commenting, I'm also going to come back to the table having made breakfast. And also I'm going to distribute a bunch of treats. How many of us are there? There's 4 of us. So if you eat one of these treats, it will give you 5 temporary hit points.
Akron.
So each of you guys get one. Akron gets one.
Yep.
Jaeger gets one. Fallon gets one. Tullis gets one. I get one.
This lasts until next long rest.
You look. Fallon's not in the bunker.
Bruh.
And she managed to sneak out past my passive perception. That's quite impressive. My respect for her has just increased. I'm going to send Fiel to look for her.
All right.
This is where I stand up and I say, those who are willing to risk their lives, follow me. And I start walking out.
I'm going to just lightly, put a hand on your shoulder, lightly, but then very firmly put my hand on your shoulder. Explain where we're going
I
first,
just keep
sir.
walking out.
There's a ladder you have to climb.
I'm going to transform my book and force you to make
I know.
a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Alright. Let's see, what is intuition?
Holy fetch!
Oh. That's a... Can I use athletics?
Nope.
It's a saving throw.
Okay, never mind. Then it's a 15.
You are now prone and tied up in vines. You're going to be a team player, or you're not going to have have the team's help. Where are we going?
I'll live this long on my own anyways, but we're going outside.
To do what?
Fight.
Do you have any goal, or are you just going to try to get yourself killed?
I'm going to get rid of the evil darkness.
Fair enough. I transformed the book again. Also, when I transformed the book, vines started growing all over my body, and my eyes started glowing, which is really cool.
After it released, I just like a machine just started. And I just started going
The
outside.
door doesn't open.
What?
The door doesn't open. I come and unlock it for you.
I'm going to look
What
over
is-
towards Akron. I'm going to say,
You can't break it. It's magic.
What the?
I'm going to look over towards
Bro,
Akron.
I
I'm
had
going
10
to
years
say,
to build this place.
take care of
You
your
just came up
kid
with
so
it
he
like
doesn't
5
turn out this
I
way.
actually had this plan before.
Oh.
Not everything, but I had the bunker plan.
Okay.
I don't know how to take care of him.
I don't mean
That's-
this one. This might be too far gone.
I'll try my best, but I mean, he may call himself my kid, but I don't see much of a resemblance.
I'm thinking they're from another dimension, probably.
Most likely. I mean, I've had visions of him. Didn't understand who or what he was until just now.
Well, I'm looking around for Fallon also because I feel like she's going to be a lot more of a team player and might be able to rein him in a little bit better.
I guess I gather my supplies.
Gather your supplies. As you do, you see one of the kind of one of the people just come to you like, "You guys going out there?"
Yes.
Well, we desperately need some more supplies, and I think my brother still is out there, probably across town. We haven't heard from him since we've been down here, but if you could find him.
Last month, so what happened to them?
There were hordes. Many people have come in, many have died, many have changed. We don't know what's happened, but nothing's working the same.
I'm not here for this conversation, but I do have food. You probably know that.
I do know that. Well, I know that our friend's arm has a way to get enough food, so that will not be an issue. Stay safe.
Alright. But just look out for my brother out there. I don't know, he was closer to the manor when this all happened, and that's a hot spot. If you manage to find him or make it anywhere, find any survivors, please. The
Likely
rest,
we'll be heading to the manor first.
the rest of up there, you saw a little bit, but it's a hellscape. You're lucky that you made it here first. People started turning on each other, trying to survive.
If they turn on us, they're going to regret that.
We'll see what we can do. I'm gonna head over to where the rest of you, except for you, dude, standing and say, we should go to the manor first. That's where they're concentrated at, and likely where they're coming from, at least in the localized area.
Is Fallon back yet, or?
At this point, when you make it out of the bunker, you just see rubble all around the top of it. You kind of just see someone further off in the distance kind of picking around the rubble in there. This tiefling with shorter horns just kind of looking around and stuff and just... Just like kind of looking through the rubble.
I'm gonna start walking towards them.
Alright. You kind of look at the tiefling, they look up and just...
I raise a hand in greeting.
Howdy.
Do I recognize this person at all, having lived here for 10 years?
You do not recognize them.
What brings you here?
Well, I just kind of
Bruh.
happen to be here, passing through. But what seems to be the trouble, good sir?
I would think it's obvious.
Well, how can I help you?
It looked like you were looking for something. Maybe we could help you.
Well, I was told that there was a place of refuge around here, and I was hoping to maybe find some...
Insight check.
Some
How
help.
the heck does he know that?
I'm not just
I don't
telling
know
you
who
either.
this is. I don't know what the heck is going on right now, but like,
Yeah.
how does he know there's a place of refuge here?
Akron's with them as well.
Yakon's coming with them? Okay.
Or should I?
Oh, no!
It's bad.
It might be easier for me to make a mistake.
17.
It's your choice, though.
Still beat me.
I'll make him stay.
Okay.
Make him stay. Keep with his.
You notice that there is a slight flaw in this person's
Guys.
disguise. And there is a slight pointiness to this tiefling's ears.
Oh.
But not a crazy amount of pointiness, just ever so slight.
Wow, impressive that you heard about that a rumor like that. I think you'd need the senses and ears of an elf in order to figure that out.
Well, you know, there was a rumor flying around because apparently there's been a ton of people that have passed through there and have gone and went and, you know.
It doesn't fit what I know.
It's gonna read. He's got Arm's just gonna reach into his pocket, pull out his flute again, just start spinning around. He's going to say, "Well, you seem like you know exactly what you're doing, how to survive out here. So, would you like to come with us, Fallon?"
Who are you referring to? My name is Dominance.
All right, Domitus. Would you like to accompany us? We're about to go and kill some monsters. At least I believe that is what Jaeger is leading us to do.
I'm just outside, just looking around where to go next.
I'm gonna call over Jaeger.
Yes.
We'll head to the mansion. To the manor. There seems to be a concentration of them there. Give us a few minutes.
I will wait.
Thank you.
All right, so I believe we're heading to the manor now.
A few minutes are up. Let's go.
All right. You begin to make your way to the manor. As you see that the sun is still up in the sky. However, on the other side of it, you see two moons.
I don't like that.
You see your normal moon, and then you see the blood red moon, which still is painting this world in a red hue, but not as much as it was at night. There's a slight red hue about as you walk around, but not as strong as it was last night.
I have a question. How close together are these two moons?
They're uncomfortably close. Like,
Oh,
No me gusta.
What the
tidal forces? Just kidding.
I don't think it has anything to do with the tidal forces of the water, at least.
No, they're still called tidal forces, gravitational tidal forces.
Ah, cool. Well, when
They
the
would be
tidal
ripping
forces
each
of
other
magic
apart
is
in
going
the
to
center.
start line up, I think we're all gonna die.
Maybe they're like,
Oh yeah, it's true. They could be like this. Anyways, let's go to Manor. Kill things.
All right. You make your way to the manor. As you kind of see up ahead, there's a few people trying to scavenge. You do see like a few creatures flying in the sky, but not as many. Maybe one or two of these weird screeching birds in the sky as they're flying around. And every now and then in the distance you can see some of them just kind of dive down and then swoop back up with something in its claws. Just as someone's like, help me! As it just flies away with a person in its claws.
by the way, Jaeger always has his sword drawn. Just let you know.
That seems like a very safe and good plan.
He's just always ready to kill something.
As I'm walking up, my sword is going to ignite because I'm so weirdly flanking.
Alright. As you continue walking, you see just like a group of people arguing. They holding a bag, just fighting and tossing over it, and just trying their best to make means. It's kind of what you see all around is people trying to hide under cover, trying to scavenge whatever they can, or fighting each other for supplies and things. It's very different from when you last were in the main city.
What was it called, by the way?
Tullix.
Tullix. Tullus, living in Tullix.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess you're the mayor. Huh? I guess you named her or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna walk. Are we trying to be stealthy at all? I don't think we are. We're just walking straight towards the manor.
That's what.
I don't think that I could convince him to be stealthy.
That's
if I
what
tried.
Jaeger's doing.
Yeah, so we're just following Jaeger right now.
Honestly, I feel like Jaeger is going to be the limiting factor of most missions. If you can convince him to do it, then it'll work out.
But as we're walking up, are there any groups that like of people that are like near the front of us?
Everyone's kind of like on the side. The streets are like littered with things, and you can see that there's a lot of dead bodies out there, just kind of in mounds. In other places, they're ripped and torn and limbs. It's a bloody mess along the streets.
It's a bloody mess.
It's a bloody mess.
It's a bloody mess.
And what's your perception?
17.
17. And what's yours?
19.
Yours?
19.
19.
What's your
20.
Wow, dude,
All right.
we are
So
all
you're all kind of like walking along, and you just see like groups off to the side. You can notice the mounds kind of just
That was
are
really
making a
good sound.
strange sound.
The mounds of people?
Just
No bodies.
I don't like that. We should probably slash those to pieces. Hey, Jaeger, do those body mounds animate, become undead?
There's more likely that there is a monster inside feasting on it, more than the undead.
What did you say your name was again?
Dominance.
Dominance.
As in to dominate.
That's a powerful name.
are you turning to like say that to him?
No, I just
Okay.
wanted to write it down because I realized I hadn't written down this one. You have the charlatan background, don't you? No. I'm trying to figure you out still. Continue. That's irrelevant.
All right. Is that asking him if he has a charlatan background,
No,
or
this is me like out of character.
Okay.
Being, like, that's wait, maybe that's how he did it. No.
I am going to see. So one of these near group of people who are fighting. I'm just gonna kind of approach them a little bit, like kind of off to the side towards where we are. Just gonna start walking towards them,
all right?
wait for them to see me.
You begin to walk.
Because I'm
towards
I'm a well-known figure in town.
You begin to walk towards them, and as they look at you, you just kind of like stumbles back and trips. And just, get away! Get away!
I stop moving.
He goes to like reach for his side, and you can see engraved on the whole barrel of it is Squitch Industries on the barrel.
Uh-oh.
Just stay back!
Those weapons tend to backfire. I'd recommend not using those unless you're willing to get shot in the head.
What kind of dice is being rolled?
It's going to fail.
He's gonna blow himself up.
You just.
You know who I am.
What kind of monster are you?
Do you not recognize me?
I don't know what kind of beast you are.
I'm Tullus, the Tavern Keep.
What kind of sick joke are you playing on me?
Does he look like insane? I'm gonna do an insight check to see if he looks insane.
Alright.
Mentally okay. That's a 9.
Something's off.
You don't say!
He just goes to shoot. Goes and hits him back in the face, kind of hits his head against the ground, just leave us alone!
Can I go up to him and like just pull out some bandages and offer to and just like hold them out like offering?
Sure, you may. As you do approach, he has the same reaction, just
I'm
continue.
not from town, like if so like they probably don't even know me anyway.
They still just they're in hordes. I thought they would come at night.
I'm going to just like very carefully like approach, and I'm going to pull out like with the to try to help him, and I'm just going to like make calming gestures as I go.
They continues to just shakily holding the gun and
Oh, shot himself in the face.
shoots it. Oh no, that doesn't go in there.
Okay, we should leave before this guy kills himself.
Once again.
I'm gonna walk away and say, I think you should find a better weapon than that. Or turn it around. Point it towards yourself next time. Maybe it will work better.
Turn the gun on yourself, man!
Shoots himself anyway.
A man willing to shoot himself is honorably accepted to wield such a weapon.
As he's just the other people that were with him, they also are giving the same reaction of just scared. A few of them have already fled, but this one and a few people are just.
I think so too.
Can I make an insight check, try to see what's wrong with them?
Sure.
18.
18. You can see that there's something off in their eyes, as there's kind of like a hue about them, just like a dark black mixed with like red and green specks in between the eyes.
Alright, first spell of the day, boys. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
All right.
What kinds of magic are affecting these people?
There's no magic.
That's even more concerning. Maybe poison? Maybe just old-fashioned madness?
You are wasting your time.
Do you know what's wrong with them?
No, but it is a waste of it.
You do,
Nice.
however, with your detect magic, notice the two of you have an aura around you.
What kind of magic is the aura?
It's
Would not be illusion.
it's not technically illusion.
Oh no.
Technically,
Transfiguration?
yes, a mixture of transfiguration
Prestidigitation.
with like illusionary magic in
What?
it.
Prestidigitation?
As you look, you can see on Tullus that there is a mark on his chest. A rune. The very same one that you saw in that room. In the cavern, on the floor.
Hey, you got a big rune on your chest.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You don't see it, but I do.
What's it look like?
I'm going to take I'm going to hold up my hand and I'm going to cast Druidcraft and like grow little vines in the shape of it.
Alright.
I've seen that before.
Cool, where?
That is the rune of the Lunar emissary.
It's the rune of the Lunar Emissary.
Hey, Dominance, Jaeger, either of you ever heard of the rune of the Lunar Emissary?
You both know the Lunar emissary in your world, as it is the ruling figure of the world.
Your turn.
So he just acknowledged that he recognizes him. So I feel so Aram just feels accomplished all of a sudden, and has decided he will be rolling insight checks to check on the identity of literally every person he sees.
You don't see dominance.
Okay.
You do. Tolis doesn't. You just see the shape of him outlined in
Blood.
no, not
No.
blood.
Do I know he's there then?
Nope.
Okay. I look around.
Sorry, let me check what it is. An illusion. You just see like the silhouette of him in like illusionary magic.
I love detect magic for this very purpose. It's so helpful in finding invisible things. I switched it out once. Rest in peace. Squitch died. Last long rest.
The Lunar emissary is the leader of our realm.
I get, considering how you've lived, that you're not a big fan of him.
I'm just doing my duty.
Fair enough.
And let us
I guess we'll
continue.
keep walking, and as I'm gonna go over and walk right by where I know Gavin's character is.
Both of you roll me a history check.
Oh boy.
Could be better, could be worse.
Could be 11.
11? Okay.
17.
That will do. Words ring in your ear, like in your mind, of just, you have been marked. Turn against me and we will hunt you to the end of the earth.
Oh. That's the mark. So they can find us easily.
Also, what kind of aura do I have?
Your magic?
But you said we both had an aura.
I
Same
think we have
one.
we have the same.
Do I have a rune?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that.
Can you erase it?
I prefer to not. No, I can't. I didn't prepare that spell.
No remove curse?
I don't have that spell. It's not on the druid list.
Oh.
I was thinking to spell magic.
Oh, that'll also probably work.
Didn't prepare it. I'm gonna, as I walk right by where I know dominance is, I'm going to say, "Hey, and you? Why are you here today? You have anything we'll get? How do you feel toward the lunar emissary?" I'm whispering it very quietly.
Oh, well, you know, invisibility is going to drop, and there's an extremely tall Furbolg standing in front of you. Well, you know, I don't really know what you're talking about when it comes to the lunar... What was it again? Lunar emissary? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I wouldn't know. But it sounds like a really fun thing to learn about. And they seem very important to whoever this world or people are. You know?
I'm looking for the telltale signs of illusion
Alright.
or whatever disguise.
Your detect magic is still up.
Uh-huh. And I got a 28.
There's no illusion.
Well, I mean, just like to look to identify that it is indeed him.
Dang it.
You can't beat a 28. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Just barely. It was by 2.
Oh my goodness. You guys.
You're impressive at deception, but I will find you every time.
Yes. Okay, how do I do this? There's...
You notice
Yes.
that with this, every time you're like, what is it? You notice there's always this elven-like cloak on them. On Dominance, on this person, and on Full Elm.
I will be commenting on this cloak at a later time.
Bestowing that for later. What time did you finish again today?
That other thing got canceled just now.
Oh, never mind.
Oh. Awesome.
I don't want to say too late though, but
Yeah.
still have
Well.
stuff in the morning.
Now I get to have more fun. You know what? Do you mind if I tag along there?
Of course. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Triton.
Triton. I'm writing this one down also.
I'm just giving you
Eli.
NPCs.
You look around and you just see people, but you hear this like chant.
I really don't
Towards the
like
manor?
how he's using the music.
I think it's really clever.
My perception isn't high enough in real life.
That's how I keep you guys engaged. So yeah, you kind of noticing having this conversation, not Akron. Jaeger kind
Such a
of
good idea.
looks
So
off
distracting.
and just
subtle.
hears this choir harmonizing off in the distance, as you see just a bright purple light go off in the sky, and then a shockwave follows through the air. Just
What kind of magic is it?
you can notice that it is necromancy.
Oh no.
Necromantic ritual going on over there. Jaeger, you like taking out necromancers?
I would say some.
Alright, seems like
That's
we
the
have
most
a valid
enthusiasm
target.
I've seen out of him all day.
And that I prefer to request that we keep at least one prisoner, preferably relatively high ranking for me to question, if that is acceptable to you. This is your
These
fight
things
after all.
are animals, not speakable beings like us.
Are they actually animals or just not speakable beings? Because I can speak with actual animals.
You have cows and pigs.
Okay, time to go.
I have these things, as you see. I point to the beast flying around.
Yes, run towards a giant explosion.
Yeah. Squidge
You
would be
know-
proud.
I don't know who this Squitch person is, but it worries me that they would be proud.
Well, try
He
you're
was a
going to
bit
have
of
to
a-
get used to it.
An explosion enthusiast, we'll say.
Well, understandable. There's a lot of
No,
explosive
it's
things.
not. It's far more than understandable. He was effective at what he did, though.
We should run before
sounds good.
more explosions happen.
Yes.
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 Let's go.
All right. You continue to go through, and as you guys see, more town citizens are just as they kind of run away and cower as you go past them.
I think there's some kind of illusion on this for them.
There is indeed some illusion magic over us. Oh, well, actually, no, it's not actually illusion. It's transfiguration. You've been changed.
I don't like that.
Me neither.
You make it over to where you heard the chanting. You see a giant crater where the manor used to be.
You know, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, would you look at that? That's a bit interesting.
What's
there,
in the
isn't it?
crater?
It just goes straight down into the ground, and you can just see a low light at the center of it that gives it anything, as it just...
I jumped head first. Just kidding. I do not do that.
That sounds like something that Kyrion would do.
Is just the light glows and then fades away as you see this giant purple beam go up in the sky, and then dexterity saving throws from all you guys.
Well, good thing I'm good at those.
Well, that's a 5.
All right.
Not 20 plus 8.
16.
19.
You could just see my bone mane just kind of whistle.
All right. So
That's weird.
as
It
it
doesn't
goes off, the wind knocks the two of you 15 feet away from the crater, as you two are not only 10 feet away from where the crater is.
Wouldn't it be cool?
You just
You can't.
You guys are knocked prone, but you guys are still like upright. Just you're fine.
Let's not jump in there. I say
No.
getting up.
Did I say
I'd
we're
agree
down
with that
from
statement.
The hole?
You kind of see
I don't know. It might be a good
etched
idea to
into
find
it
out
like a
what's down there.
staircase.
Would it be wise to proceed with caution?
As you get there, you see that the chanting has resumed again, as it's echoing from this hole.
It's now or never.
I recommend that we start running. I
Away
just-
or towards it?
and I just start bolting towards it.
I see.
That's the answer.
I see.
All right, as Jaeger runs down this etched staircase. Do you guys follow?
Yep, I follow. I'm like, all right.
All right.
I'm following, but I'm very pointedly staying in the middle of the group.
All right, as you begin to run down this staircase. We're gonna end here for today.
Okay.
And we'll pick up next time and see if they make it down the crater or whatever happens.
Or if we all get disintegrated.
But yeah. But
New
these
character, new campaign.
But these are the new characters that we have. So we
Yay!
have Jaeger
Multi-
and Gavin.
He
And
has
mystery
multiple
character.
personality
Balin,
disorder, guy.
Dominance, and Triton.
Yeah.
So far, I will keep track of the list. Follow him for more names of whatever Gavin's character is.
Yeah, but thanks to all those that listened to the episodes here today. We're grateful. We'll see you guys again. But yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Thank you for watching. Bye. I love you.
I don't know if he does.
Aw.
Hey, that's rude.
You know what? Roll me a wisdom save.